Born in the dusty badlands of Yeehawville, Caleb Quinn was surrounded by sickness, famine, and death. Pioneers took what they could by whatever means necessary, while the tycoons stayed profiting. Some things never change, I guess. Caleb's father was a brilliant engineer, but unfortunately for him, he couldn't really get any work because this was back in a time where white people were so racist that they were racist to other white people. His tools were left unused for years until Caleb found them, upon which he took a great interest. His father took notice and gifted him his old wrench. That may not sound like much, but back then, kids really didn't have that many options to entertain themselves. He taught Caleb all he knew, molding him into a brilliant engineer capable of building inventions that were sure to help humanity. But Caleb, if he was born in our modern age, would have fit right into any good old 4chan forum. He hit schematics for an eye-popping new invention. Literally.
Check this out.
A mask that would gouge barbed needles into an eye and rip them right out. With them were sketches of it being modeled by his bullies. He got really good as an engineer. So much so that businesses were able to just simply pretend that he wasn't Irish. Because the only thing more influential than prejudice is money. He found work under Henry Bayshore, owner of the United West Rail. Since this was America, Caleb's first invention for him was a gun that shot railroad spikes right into the ground, followed by a steam-powered tunneling spinny gun. Life was good for Caleb. He made an honest living doing what he loved. But remember, this is DBD lore, so don't expect him to get recognition and get promoted and get wealthy and find a sweet gal that sees through his tough exterior and start a family and has the reins of the company handed over to him so he could cement his name in history before dying of a dirty paper cut or something. I don't know when band-aids were invented. No! Eventually, other companies were using his devices. His patents were stolen from him and sold by Bayshore, even after he pinky promised not to. Overcome with the all-too-familiar sense of rage, Caleb burst into Bayshore's office and gave his face free reconstruction surgery before using his spike gun, nailing Bayshore to his desk. The only reason Caleb wasn't hanged was because Bayshore somehow did not heed his last yaw. For 15 years, Caleb was confined to Hellshire Penitentiary, the nation's first private for-profit prison. He made friends with the Warden though. Caleb designed torture devices for him and got extra meals in return. Impressed by his work, the Warden wanted to make a deal, to commute his sentence and to give him something better than wealth: political power. His connections could have Bayshore framed and rotting behind bars for life. The Warden had but one request: make him rich, fill the prison, use his gifts to bring outlaws in. Caleb accepted, and just like that, he was free. He went straight to work and modified his inventions to make his iconic harpoon. Although his first attempt with it was not the best, a thief robbed a laundry place, so Caleb tried to stop him, and he did, a little bit too well. The spear yeeted towards the thief and gouged their abdomen. When it tugged back, it caught their intestines and yoinked them right out, right onto the dusty road. You really can't have anything in Detroit. He eventually got it to work well, but he had already earned himself the name He made good on his promise to make the Warden rich, so to keep the money flowing, the Warden released a few Irish inmates to form Caleb's posse. For 6 years, they roamed the country, collecting wanted outlaws. Remember, this is cowboy times, where the average lifespan is around 40. So 6 years in, at that point, Caleb really deserves some senior citizen discounts with his dedication to this job. Unfortunately for him, Caleb saw a newspaper with the headline, "Henry Bayshore purchases Hellshire Penitentiary." In the picture, a disfigured Bayshore proudly shakes the Warden's hand. Fury flowed from Caleb's heart. He's been used, sold out, bamboozled, smeckledorfed even. Luckily for Caleb, the homies had his back. The Hellshire gang pledged their loyalty to him and him alone. So like a storm, they smashed their way into the prison. Kicking open the doors of the Warden's office, Caleb finds both the cowering prison warden and happy birthday to Caleb, Henry Bayshore is there too. He rushed to Bayshore and gave him a real talking to with his fists, while the Hellshire gang swarmed the Warden, snapping bones with each kick. With both the men broken and begging for a quick death, the posse dragged them out and fed them to a crowd of prisoners. hours. Soaked in blood and sweat, Caleb sat down in his old cell. A thick fog entered the room through the window. He pulls out his old wrench and ponders it for a moment. He can't remember where it came from. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care where it came from. As he looked up, he saw a dusty path, the end of it filled with the silhouettes of everyone that did him wrong. His bullies, his former bosses, people who kept trying to reach him about his horse's extended warranty, and of course, Henry Bayshore and the Warden. From the fog, steel hooks emerge, the perfect tool to dispose of them. Their design, so beautifully simple to him. Although in pain, he gets up to walk the dusty path. Something I always wondered was, how do the older time period killers think about the technology around them? Stuff like electric generators and flashlights that weren't around when they were alive. By the way, fun fact, Deathslinger's eyes are like that because as soon as he entered the realm, he got flashed and his cowboy's eyes just couldn't take it.